Wait. If you're ever sad, do you like to feel that way, or do you try to make yourself happy? Like, do you like wallow in it?
I don't think I stay like focused in on it for too long.
Oh, I see. I like to be dramatic.
I mean, maybe that's just like how to go about it. I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes I put eye drops in my eye and then let the tear run down my face.
Oh, that's kind of hype.
And it can bring emotions out of me. Just like that. It's like when in my mind, the feeling, the sensation of liquid going down my face, it's like it triggers like, oh, the last time this happened, I was really sad. So that feeling in itself can evoke an emotion in me.
Oh, yeah. I think this year, I've only had like tears in my eyes twice.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, sure. Yeah, they're pretty simple.
Okay.
One was from, I was watching Vinland Saga.
Oh, the anime.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other one was a funeral.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's it.
That makes
me
sad.
Very opposite vibes, but there it is.
I'm almost crying thinking about that. Damn.
Oh, what? No. It's okay.
Oh, hey, my period's coming.
What? Huh? Oh, what?
Let me check my schedule.
Wait, for schedule for what?
My period, because I feel like that's not normal.
I thought you were gonna be like, should I cry right now? Let me check my schedule.
Oh, actually, it's coming in 10 days. I think like that's what PMSing starts like 10 days prior, maybe 5 days. I don't think I should be. I don't have an excuse, really.
You're just an empath.
I don't have an excuse.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I might start crying if I say it, but no, I can't. Okay, no, I'll try to explain it. Okay.
Okay, go on.
I can't.
Oh,
I'll cry.
Maybe not.
No.
It was a good try.
Okay, I'll explain it.
Oh, okay.
No.
No,
Okay. If I cry, I cry. So
yeah.
it's like the thought.
I can't tell quite where this is gonna go.
I'm trying to explain why I'm gonna cry. Okay, can I just cry so that it's not weird?
Let loose. Okay. Have yourself a good time.
And then like don't get uncomfortable or anything. It's just I'm aware that you know. It's like we should be comfortable with our emotions. Okay.
Exactly.
So you're such a happy person in my
Oh.
That imagining you like sad makes me really sad, right? So then like when you're, you even say it in a lighthearted way, but then you're like, oh, one's Vinland Saga and the other's like a funeral, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. That's why it made me sad. Okay, I'm done.
Oh. No, you got through it.
I got through it, but anyway. Anyways, my period's coming in 10 days, so I'm just PMSing. Yeah. I'm just PMSing. Okay, it's done. Woo! Okay, also, those are residual tears from earlier.
Wait, what happened earlier?
Because I didn't get to cry about how pathetic I was. During Trackmania, it was so embarrassing.
No. Listen, it's a tough format. Because like we went into it, it's like, oh, there's some team thing. It wasn't like, oh, we all need to be like on top of it,
Yeah. It was embarrassing. Yeah. And then they made me really fight for my life out there, and I was trying to keep it together.
And you did it impressively well. You really didn't even like kind of like get into sad boy hours for even a second. You kept it together for the team. No, I didn't. For the squad.
I didn't. I did tear up.
Oh.
You could. I looked down and I laughed, but they were tears.
That's like a meme or something.
I looked down and I was disguising them. I don't think anyone even noticed it, but I was like laughing. But I was like, oh shit! The tears were coming through.
Oh.
And so so it's a mixture, I didn't cry earlier, so they built up, and then I envisioned you crying, which made me cry, and then
so awesome.
And then my period's coming in 10 days. You know how it is.
Yep, the build up.
The build up.
It's ramping up, yeah.
Yeah, and then, someone just wrote my chat. I knew you cried when you turned off cam. I actually just accidentally clicked the I button on my OBS. But now I understand why people might think I was crying.
Yeah,
people do that. I don't turn off my cam to cry. Okay.
Let it show.
I wouldn't. Ray!
Hi, Ray.
Hi, Ray.
What happened?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Are you okay? What happened? Are you
I'm
okay?
literally fine. I'm PMSing, I think. So foolish. I was like, we just started talking about crying, and I was like, about like hypothetical crying, and I was like, when's the last time you cried? And he's like, oh, okay. Well, one time when I was watching the Vinland Saga, and the other when I went to a funeral, and then I was like, oh, and then like I felt tears well up in my eyes, and I was like, oh, why am I?
Are you thinking about crying?
Yeah, no, I was thinking about Foolish crying. I was like, oh my God, because I was thinking like I've never seen Foolish in that environment. He's always so happy. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna cry again. So then I was like, I was fighting the tears, and then I was like, you know what? Why do we feel so bad sharing emotions? So then I started explaining why I was gonna cry, and then I started to cry, and then I think some of it was built up from Trackmania embarrassment because Ray, you weren't there, but like basically it was really humiliating. Like my team, like they finished 1, 2, 3, 4, like we were and then it was a 1v5, and I slowly just lost. Like they each took turns on the other team, like getting first. And then the next person got first, the next person got first, and then it was just a 1v1 between me and Tina, and then I lost. And I just felt so bad because my whole team was so good, and we like crushed the other team. It was just me. And then
oh no.
But she kept it together.
Yeah. But I didn't want to cry.
Yeah.
You're so brave. I also was getting so frustrated because I felt like I was doing really good, and then everyone started getting first, and then they don't play anymore, and so then it's like more people, like the good players are like watching the bad players, and then like there's more and more pressure, and then like I was like getting worse and worse because there was more and more pressure, and then I was like, there was only thing was at the end, and I also wanted to cry too.
Okay,
I was really bad. It was bad myself. I agreed to that entirely. That's so freaking sad.
That's exactly what happened. And then I was like laughing through the pain, but then like, you know, Janet's like, oh my God, your mental is crazy because I would have cried. And then I thought about it and I was like, oh my God, like I do want to cry, but like I can't just cry because like imagine just crying playing Trackmania. It's so lame. So then I held it together. So I think a little bit of that was like I pushed it down and then it came back up just now and then I got it out. And then also my period's in 10 days and you know, I think I'm just an early PMSer.
No, I think you're just valid. There's also it's valid because it's the weight of like feeling like your team is like, you know, they're waiting on you, and I felt that too, and I felt like my team was like waiting on me, and I feel like I couldn't like perform, and then I felt like everyone was watching, and then there was times when it's like I almost got first, but then I threw at the end, and then they're like, you're right there, and then chat's like question marks, and I'm like, I don't know either.
It's the pressure. It's the pressure.
Too much pressure.
Yeah, and it got worse and worse. The easier it should have been, like to win, and then it's like you're like, oh, it could be. It's like a 2v1, then it's a 1v1. It's like I can't, you know, and then you choke.
Yeah.
And then
no, but like that, like last race, I think was like one of your best ones. Like you and Tina, when it came out 1v1, both kind of like rose to the occasion.
It really was one of like the best, which is just I couldn't. I should have just locked in earlier. Like if I could have done that maybe 4 rounds ago or 5 rounds before.
Leslie.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Oh hell!
How does word spread?
You're so valid though, Leslie. Like when I was watching you, I like my
cry.
Honey.
Wait, that's so sweet.
Captain
I'm so worried about you. Leslie. You're gonna make me cry. I was like, this. I'm not gonna say it. You're so valid. You're just so valid. You are valid. I felt the same way. It's like you can't even be upset because like I didn't even practice. You know, like I couldn't even be mad at myself because I didn't even get to practice. And then it's like, oh, everyone's watching. No matter at the end of the day, even if we were to lock in with that format, someone else was gonna have to 1v1. You know what I mean? So like in my head, I was like, no matter what, at least no one else is feeling this because I finished already.
No, it's like I wasn't even so.
Leslie.
You know. I'm fine. It's
okay.
Yes. Literally everything's fine.
Everything's
fine. It was like it's like it was like I was like talking about crying, and then it turned into like actual crying, but like only because like I'm not actually sad about anything. It was like Trackmania was like fine, right? And then I pushed it down earlier, but I had a small tear come out.
Fault.
Yeah, it actually is Foolish's fault. It is,
but this all started because. It all starts with like, way to stay strong there, Cat and Doobie,
that's what it was. That's what
I was just trying to commend you. I just want to make sure to like acknowledge
your
bravery.
you didn't have to. You didn't have to, Leslie. I want you to know you didn't have to, but you did. And like, I think that was incredible too. And honestly, you're just allowed to do it.
No, honestly, I'm crying more out of like, it was so sweet. Like I didn't even realize like I was frustrated or like a little bit. And then I like teared up a little. Cause then when you were like gonna like, oh my God, I want to cry for you. And I was like, oh, I started to like tear up a bit, and then I push it down, and then it came back up later. But it really isn't Trackmania. I don't want it to be like, oh my God, Trackmania made her cry. What really caused it?
No, it's not Trackmania.
It's Foolish because he was talking about
that's the
Foolish.
takeaway.
It is
Foolish.
No, it's
like
something he did in a positive way, in a way that it was like I'm imagining Foolish. He was sad. He was opening up about when he last cried, and then I was like imagining Foolish crying. And I was like, oh my God, I've never seen Foolish cry. And that vision made me sad. And then I cried a little harder than I thought I might. And I realized some of that is probably Trackmania bleeding into it. And then I checked my period and I was like, oh, it's probably coming up and it's not really. But
damn, dude, everyone is on their period.
Well, no, I'm not. It's not due for 10 days. I have
stay back.
What? Girl,
mine's not due for like 20, bro. Stay back.
No, there's no excuses.
Days.
Yeah, the period one is like I was thinking that it might be coming tomorrow based on the feelings, but no.